I'd like to thank the members of the Financial Institutions Subcommittee for joining me today in today's hearing on the effect of the Dodd-Frank Act on small financial institutions and small businesses. As the House and Senate worked through financial regulatory reform, there was a constant theme. Small institutions should be exempted from the provisions of this act. In theory, I think we can all agree on this point. But despite the efforts of many to carve out small financial institutions with less than $10 billion in assets, this is not the case. Now that Dodd-Frank is being implemented, we are hearing concerns about additional regulatory burden from the very institutions that were supposed to be exempted. The most notable carve-out in the Dodd-Frank Act is the exemption of small institutions from supervision by the newly created Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In January, the Financial Services Committee heard testimony from Charles Maddie, a friend of mine and a community banker from West Virginia. Despite operating an institution that is below $10 billion in assets, Mr. Maddie was very concerned that small institutions like his will be subject to the rules that the Bureau creates, even when they are not subject to their supervision. What does this mean for a small institution? They will have to hire more compliance staff, which puts additional cost pressures on their ability to cooperate. Higher compliance costs combined with uncertainty about capital standards will have a direct result on small institutions' ability to serve their small business clients. Our economy relies on the growth and innovation of small business and entrepreneurs. Some of these entrepreneurs are fortunate enough to have startup capital, but many are not. They're often dependent on small financial institutions for loans to start their companies. We must make sure that overburdensome regulations on small institutions do not have the spillover effect of stifling economic growth and small business development. I look forward to hearing from our two panels today and would like to recognize the ranking minority member, the gentlelady from New York, Ms. Maloney, for the purpose of making an opening statement.